Hello, everybody. I'm so excited to be here today with Albert Arrayas.
Hi.
And his dear friend Juan Andrés
Yes.
in Barcelona. And
Yes.
Albert is my newest artist. I'm so excited about his work. You're going to be blown away when you see his portfolio. It's absolutely gorgeous.
You
It's
so
so
much.
beautiful. What's the weather
Thank you.
like in Barcelona?
A little bit cold, but sunny.
Oh, that's good. We have snow on the ground in Boston,
Oh,
but it's cozy.
yeah.
It's cozy. So let me tell everybody, type in your comments, by the way. It's great to see you, Kay and Dito. It's so nice to see you. We will have time for Q&A, and we have a giveaway of some of Albert's work. We have lots of goodness, so hang on to the end for that. A reminder that my boot camp class starts in a week and a half, and you can see more about that on the makeartthatsells.com site. Very excited about that. I know a lot of you will be in there. Welcome to art directors and artists alike. You're going to love this work. Let me tell you a little bit about Albert. He was born and raised in Barcelona.
Yeah.
And he lives there now. And he studied fine arts at the University of Barcelona, and then did a course actually at the women's school, Escola de la Dona.
Yes.
Did I do that? And he's a professional working illustrator.
Mm-hmm.
He's illustrated, guess how many children's books he's illustrated? Type in, guess how many? Type in, guess how many books he's, yeah,
So
25.
many.
You've done your research.
Okay.
Yes, 25 books. So he's a pro, and you'll have time to ask him all your questions about that. I'm going to ask him what his typical day is like. How did he become an illustrator? What was his first job? How did he get it? So lots of very exciting stuff. So actually, let's start. How did you decide to become an illustrator? Like, why did you decide? You went to fine art school, you could have been a painter. How did you decide?
No. I decided after when I was a child, I illustrated every day with my sister because she illustrated a lot, and I'm with her because she's older than me, and I was like to be like her. And then I really love illustrated. Sorry, I am a little bit nervous. I'm so excited from staying here. Juan Andrés,
you're doing great. You're doing great.
Thank you.
Way better than my
so
Spanish. Way better than my Spanish.
No, it's the same. Okay. And then when I grow up, in my 16 years old, I want to be a biologist or artist.
Yeah.
I don't and that moment I doesn't no lo sabía. I didn't know it. What to choose. I didn't know it. I made the high school in scientific.
Scientific, yeah.
Scientific.
Here you kind of have. Here you have to choose between like artistic kind of high school. It's kind of like a college thing that you do in high school before you go into the university. So he chose actually away from artist into scientific.
Exactly. And then when I was at the end of the high school, I thought about it, and I said to me, how do you be more happy, or the happiest of you be seen in the future? Siendo un científico, no,
being
a scientist, thank you, or illustrator for children books.
And what you thought about what makes you happier doing, and what do you want to see yourself doing in the future? That's so good.
Yeah.
Wow. And then, well, we're glad you chose illustration.
Yes.
And I'm here, and then I studied in the University of fine arts in Barcelona. I enjoyed a lot, and then when I went out, I decided to seguí el camino para ser ilustrador.
He followed the way because, of course, when you study in the University of Fine Arts, you're immersed in that kind of environment, no? So then you just kind of continue with it.
Yes,
and
with my heart and my spirit to want explain histories from the children and illustrate from them.
Oh, that's so wonderful. That's so wonderful. So what was your very first job and how did you get it? What was the first real illustration job?
Okay, it was I finished the university at 22, and then I stayed in a co-working space in Barcelona, and then we made a lot of exhibitions from our art and something, and then one of a publisher rounds over the and look my art and then write me an email and talk about the if I published si había publicado,
if he had already published
or not, and then I said no, and please give me an
opportunity.
My first opportunity. And she gave me the text, and this is the first one.
Oh, that was your first book. Can you open it? It's beautiful.
Is the
and you got, let me see if I understand, Albert, you got it from being in a show, an exhibit of your work, and a publisher went to the show and saw your work. Is that right?
Yeah. It was in a co-working space.
Yeah.
It was him as an illustrator, but then the co-worker had a few of other
another artist, photograph, and other illustrators.
That's beautiful. That's so great. So you got that, and then what happened next?
And then she speak with other publishers, recommends my work, my person, and they called me, and little bit did saying in Catalan, que es poc a poc.
Which would be like step by step or little by little.
Little by little. Oh, wow. That's so good. And I want people, illustrators, to hear this too, that, you know, you build a business over time. And actually oh, so look at this. Every now and then I'll think of something I want to tell my students or artists or followers. I wrote on a piece of like lame scrap paper. Look at this. Success is about increasing your odds. Apply to more, send more, make more art. It's about numbers. So you made a lot of art. You kept making art. You got better at your art. You then chose to exhibit at a show, which takes guts and a certain level of confidence, or just guts. You did that, and someone came along, and then it builds and builds and builds, and you kept making art, and your work got better and better. And then years later, you got an agent. Yeah, here we are. So what a wonderful story.
There's one thing that I wanted to add that we discussed before that had to do with, okay, you have your first real job, but then in the artist world, you have to meet your deadlines. You have to, create a good environment to work with, and then that, like his custom, like the first book, it just gave to others and others. It was like all the clients, like giving satisfaction, that I know it's not always so easy, but when you do give true satisfaction, it's a multiplier.
Yes, because every art director and every agent wants great talent who's great to work with and is professional. We want that. We get excited by it. Whether you're a publisher, an art director for a children's book, you want to make that, you want to put together a great writer and great artist to make a beautiful book. Nothing makes you happier. Hi, Riley. Riley says deadlines are an artist's best friend. It's so true.
Yeah.
It's so true. Yeah, and a deadline is great because this is what I actually was in galleries in San Francisco and in the Hamptons of New York. But then I fell in love with illustration, and what I love about it is the deadlines, I love that you get a brief, you get an assignment that you would not have thought of, and you read a manuscript or you hear about what it is, and maybe you're working with a great designer, and you have that immediacy and you can see it reproduced. I also think I didn't love the idea of selling a painting and never seeing it again. So there was that. I was like, wow, you get your art back? Well, this was the old days before it was digital, and like I had actual pieces of art, and like they send it back to you. You don't have to say goodbye to your baby.
Exactly.
So make sure it says at the bottom on chat, everyone, panelists and attendees, so everyone can read your wonderful stuff. And Kim always says that in the beginning up there, but make sure you say that. Thank you. I made my earrings. I'm glad you like them.
They're beautiful.
Strangled. They're the silver clay that I fire. But anyway, enough about my earrings. So you know what everybody loves to know too, and feel free to put questions in the Q&A panel, press the Q&A, and viewers go ahead and ask Albert any questions.
Yeah.
Illustrators often want to know, artists, what is a typical day like for you, for Albert? What is it like? What is it like?
Okay. I going up at 7 a.m.
You get up at 7.
You get up
I
at
get
7
up
a.m.
at 7 a.m. I take a cup of coffee.
Of course.
And
How do you take your coffee? How do you take your coffee?
Okay.
How do you take your coffee?
Okay. I bring one of my favorite cups because I have a lot of cups, mugs that I love it. I choose one of them.
Mhm.
I have an espresso machine at the moment. I got
like a short, long.
Yeah, no, short with a little bit
of milk,
or avena,
like wheat milk, or
yes,
like a vegetable milk,
like oat milk. Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then sugar, no sugar.
No sugar.
Okay.
Healthy.
So no, when I just want to say, when I was in Spain, I was in Madrid and Barcelona, and like this is my idea of a coffee, okay?
That's a lot.
No.
And in Spain, it was like this tiny little, yes,
I love it.
And
yes,
I didn't understand, because I want to work on my coffee for like a half hour.
To make another.
Exactly.
You can make another.
Here you can
make another.
No,
Yeah.
but I think there is a watering down issue in there, because here they call American coffee, which is like half coffee and then half black water. That would be American coffee. Here, it's like it goes to the blood.
It's really boom. It's rich. It's so good. Yeah. But of course, I mean, I loved España.
So what do you do after coffee?
Yes.
What happens after? So now we're at 7:15 in the morning.
Exactly.
We had our coffee. Okay.
Yes. No. I bring out my dogs on the garden.
It's 7 dogs.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
No, seriously? You have 7 dogs.
Yes.
What kind of dog?
A lot of kind of dog. A poodle is the oldest. Is the mother of 3.
You need to write a picture book about the dogs. That is a story.
They appears in one of my children books. One of my picture books. They appears.
Oh, yeah, of course. Okay, one is a poodle.
One is a poodle. Another is a pointer.
Mm-hmm.
Pointer. Three of them next are the children
Of the first
of
one.
the first one of
Mhm.
the old one, the poodle.
Okay.
And then there are two. One is a Cairn Terrier. This is a typical Scottish dog.
Mhm.
And the other is a typical Spanish dog that it's called Podenco.
Podenco.
I don't know how is in English.
No.
Podenco is
someone
a
here knows.
typical Spanish of south of Spanish region. It's typical with the
Very short hair.
yeah
Very short hair, brown.
no red brown
like
red
reddish.
hair.
Of course.
I think she's the cutest. She
when we
always
talk
wants to
about the
hug you.
colors.
Yeah, yes.
She always puts her head here and wants to hug you.
Yes.
It's very sweet.
Irish Setter, no, Cairn Terrier.
Cairn Terrier.
Cairn Terrier.
Yeah.
Oh, Karen Terrier, Annette wrote. Oh, thank you.
Entonces, sacas a tus
Okay.
perros.
Then what happens
okay.
after the dogs? What happens?
Okay,
And then we're going to see his art.
came here in my studio. I
Okay.
turn on the computer, the lights.
Is your studio a room in your
Yes.
home? In your
Yes,
apartment,
it's my
your house?
home. I have a
Okay.
studio. One of the chambers is my studio.
Rooms. Mhm.
And I turn on the computer, the lights, and then I'm seeing the Instagram is my feed, my at the after
Social media. Yeah.
see social media.
Does
Yes,
social media.
say good morning from my parents, my wife. They ya está en el trabajo.
That she's already at work.
At work, and I say good morning everywhere. And then I sitting.
You
here,
sit down.
Sit down. Sorry. And I show my diary. My diary.
Yeah.
Diary. Your calendar. Your schedule.
And the calendar I have there in the wall.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
the diary, and then I put it in the night after.
Yeah.
I read.
So in the nighttime, you write down the things.
How I make today.
The next day. Oh, so the night before.
Yes.
I do the same thing.
Yes.
What I'm going to do the next day, because so much of what creative people do is in our heads. Walking around, the thinking time is precious. It's our real estate. It's so valuable. Yes. So he thinks about it the night before, what he has to do. So when he gets to his studio, he can dive right in. It's so efficient too. Okay, fabulous. Okay, so you know what you have to do, which might be, for instance, is it maybe doing some rough sketches? Is it making a painting? And while he's thinking, Kim, would you pop up the poll, please?
It's different, like how.
Oh, where is it? You have to respond.
Okay, sorry, I disappears in my.
We'd love
you
to see
can move
more.
that over.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Okay. Depends. Like how I stayed at deadlines of the project. If it's at the beginning, I read again the text. I throw up. Yes. And I just flow. Let go the imagination. Let go my imagination, and then I drawing a very basic sketches.
Well, and when we see his work, which we're going to go to now, you will see that respecting his imagination is such a key part of his creativity. His work is so imaginative. So I know you all are dying. So everybody do that poll. We love to know more about who we have here. And I'm going to now pop up his gorgeous portfolio.
Thank you.
So beautiful, so beautiful. So here we are. it's magnificent. So Albert put this together for us. Look at the sliver of the moon on top. I love how the constellations are sprinkled down below with the trees. So even that is unexpected. The constellations aren't in the sky. The sky is actually kind of below, mingling with the trees. And what was this for?
This is for the newest book, the children's picture books that it go out this March.
It's going to be published in March.
In March,
Oh,
April, March here
fantastic.
in Spain.
Oh, that's wonderful. Okay. Look at this.
This one.
This is the book of.
This is.
It's a book that has many stories, like very folklore stories, from Catalonia. But then they are told in a different kind of manner by the author, which is very interesting.
Unusual,
and
kind of an unusual spin on it. It's so
Yeah.
beautiful. And I love that you're very comfortable using lights and darks. You can go to very dark colors, very light colors. You use the whole range of your values, light and dark. And this this child with these giant leaves is
No, it's a little bit boy that one a cow eat him por error.
A little boy.
No, es
por
el
error,
patufet.
sale
Sí.
por atrás.
Sí.
Okay, so he's a little boy that a cow ate by mistake because he was like resting in the cabbages.
Oh, he's in the
So
stomach.
the cow,
Yes,
Yeah.
this is stomach.
so the cow eats it and he's in the stomach of the cow.
So, you know, let me tell the viewers this too. You attract the work that you create. You attract the jobs based on the kind of work that you have. So because Albert's work is so dreamy and imaginative, but very, very specific, very like literal in a sense, you can tell what everything is. That's what he attracts. It's so fantastic.
That's true.
Okay. Tell us, oh, look at that porcupine. So beautiful.
Yes. This is the más reciente, more.
Este es el más reciente
Sí.
trabajo. This is his most recent work.
Yes, my last published book. Antes que
Before the
one became at March.
Yeah, before the one that comes in March. This one is the last one. And
Yeah. And this
what is it about?
It's a book for children for explain and for reading poetry, typical Catalan poetry, and little sentences.
But every single day. So the book is made for you to be able to read one bit of poetry every single day because it has like the months and the dates.
Yes.
And it has illustrations that have to do with the poem.
So beautiful. And look at this, unexpected, beautifully rendered little houses with a great little shadow, and just even the styling of where the windows are placed. Everything is so beautifully designed. These flowers, really, you know, again, I'm going to say beautifully designed. Violin rendered so lovely. Just great. Don't you love all this work? Isn't this amazing, people? Oops. Okay. The Secrets of the Moon.
Yes. This is a story that one girl speak with the moon and listen the rest of children on the world, and every children of the different kind of countries speak and tell her how it feel right now. If it feel sad because her mother's dead, or it's so funny because they are really funny at the school, at different types of emotions.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's like every kid in the world sees the moon and has their own story. And then there's this girl that she can listen to all of them.
Yeah, because this is the secret of the moon.
Okay, that it's one girl listening. And
yeah, the moon speak with
and she speaks to the children.
Yes.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It's so beautiful. It is true. We all look at the moon, but from so many different cultures and all over the world and everything.
Exactly.
Okay. So beautiful. I'm going to say beautiful like 50 million times today. Before you know. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, but it is beautiful. You know, I mean, that's why we were so excited to take on Albert's work and Albert. Okay, Peter Pan. Now that's hard to do in your own way, something that's so well known, and you've made it so special.
Yes, because the publisher it's a young adult for adult young adult and adult edition. No.
Yeah, it's for young adult. It's a young adult edition. It's not a children's story.
Right, a young adult. And that's why it's in two color in the interior.
Yeah, and two colors, and the illustrations are not really
yeah, they're not so fantastical, or they're not like things that don't exist. Peter Pan is Peter Pan.
Right.
But still, it is recognizable that it's his, that you can see his
my style.
Yeah, DNA.
It's beautiful. The shadows, you know, telling the story, the job of an illustrator is to tell the story visually. Obviously, we know that. And how can you do that in a way that is unexpected or dramatic or something? And here we have the shadows are telling a story you want to know more. It's really beautiful. Okay, next slide. This is the Little Prince.
Yes, the Little Prince, only from Latino.
This is only going to be published in Latin America.
Yes.
Okay.
Which is a shame. We would love to have it here.
Well, lucky for them.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you say it could only be black, white, and yellow.
Yes, because it's the same publisher than Peter Pan. And I decided to choose the yellow from use to show
from the original.
From the original.
Yes.
No.
I think it's very difficult. Something we spoke about before, and he's told me, because we've talked when he's about to enter into this book or when he's working on it. And there is a great deal of pressure when you deal with somebody's favorite story, and you always want to be able to make it justice. And it's something that maybe it's me because I'm a friend. I'm just very proud that every time that I see it, it does give it justice. And at the same time, it has his DNA, which is beautiful, and something that I've heard about other people say too.
I love what you said, Juan Andrés. That's beautiful. It's so true. Like many illustrators would be terrified to do this gig. They wouldn't be asked to do. It's rare to be asked to do something like this. We had one of our artists redo Susan McCabe, who's here. Susan, was it Madeline that Sarah Walsh did? Like redoing, was that the series she did? Matilda by Roald Dahl.
That's an amazing
here too, right? Yeah, and she did that and beautifully. Okay, let us move. I am crazy about this boy and his pointed nose and the flowers. You know, your sensitivity, the emotion that comes through, besides being just delicate, beautiful watercolors, you're really able to capture warmth, which is so key in a children's book illustration. People want, Rebecca Kim says, sweet boys are so needed in children's lit. Absolutely. Emotional intelligence. It's so beautiful. So this is 1,000 hugs and a sweet nudge.
Yes. Yes, I work on a lot of my books. works the emotional intelligence that because here in Spain or in Catalonia there's so important from the children, and the publishers know it and publish about the different kind of emotions that you can feel.
That's beautiful.
It's so beautiful. Look at the little boy holding this bunny. It's wonderful. And his floral shirt. So many things that create a fluid gender norm rather than not.
Yeah, we were actually talking about this today when we were asking, because we had a practice in English. We've been practicing all day.
You're doing great.
One of the things he really likes is the colors. You know, he really likes a little boy that has a pink shirt or purple shirt, and then a little girl with a blue one. You know, just to really go against that gender thing. No.
I love that. I think it's all so important. It's so great. And I really believe, and I said this a few years ago when everybody was so upset politically and everything. I said, not all change happens in governments. A huge amount of change happens in the arts. And I think the number one is what's happening in children's books. It's the most progressive, human, caring, forward-looking area. And what you all are doing, those of you that are children's books illustrators, and what Albert's doing is so important. And I think that's why all of us here really, one of the reasons why we gravitated toward your work, Albert. Rebecca says it starts at home. It does. And you're raising a generation. These children grow up, well, okay, I can wear a flower shirt. So,
and what is brilliant is that today the publishers are willing to bet on it, because of course maybe we would have done this I don't know, 10, 15 years ago, and it'd be like, no, where is the baseball cap on the boy, you know?
Right,
and then today it's like, no.
Where's the baseball cap? It was like, so the gender lines were so clear cut. Yeah. Well, there was a reason in the with the Industrial Revolution in the turn of last century, the middle of last century, you needed the men to go to the factories and the women to stay home and raise the children. So the men and make the food and clothes and dishes. So the men could work in the factories. So the industrialists could have all these employees working for them. So that's why we had such clear-cut gender lines. And now it's not that way. It's interesting.
We are in a different world, and I know that it's kind of hectic at the moment, but we have a very good outtake on what's going to happen in the world, a very positive outtake. I think good things are coming, and you can see it if these things are being published, and every time you see more movies and more things that have to do with acceptance, and people are outraged when something is still like gender conforming and stuff like that. It's like, no, things are changing.
It's really great, and we as creatives have that opportunity. This is gorgeous, so beautiful. His glasses, his hair,
the little Mahatma,
and the little village, so beautiful. I like how you laid out these pages too. Kim probably already put it on our website for a PDF. Kim, that's where it's going to go, right?
Okay.
Yes,
Great.
that's right.
I should unmute. Yeah. So this will be a beautiful. So art directors, this is something you can download, his PDF, and have it to print out to share with your teams and so forth. So that's pretty beautiful. Was this fun to do? Was it? I mean, obviously, it looks like you loved it. I know, but
yes, I love it because the writer is my friend, and we did it 2 more books after that, because the collections will start with only the women's work, and it's amazing. And then the writer thinks about the greatest men of history and this society, and decide to bring me this gift for me and illustrate Mahatma Gandhi.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So great. We have some questions. Karen Ida asked, do you have children? Your illustrations portray their emotions so poignantly.
Si
tienes hijos,
No.
porque
Okay.
tu arte muestra las características de niños.
Okay. I'm not. I have not children right now. Yes. Yes, but I'm very connected with my children myself inside me.
Your inner child.
Yes,
inner child.
Inner child. But I think that it's how I illustrate. I express things that I can make with words, and I only make with art, with illustrators.
Yeah. You know, I want to ask those of you watching, do you feel as a creative person that you're more playful, more like a more childlike than maybe other people? Yeah. Make sure it's panelists and attendees. Yes.
Yes, 100%.
I know for me, I am absolutely. Susan McCabe says, not really a question. Susan McCabe is an agent at my agency, been here 15 years, and she's the rock of the business. Not really a question, she writes, but I love Albert's delicate and controlled lines. It's like fine embroidery, deliberate with hidden whimsy and charm.
Wow.
She gets you. She gets you.
Yeah, beautiful.
Thank you.
That's beautiful. Okay, let's see. People are wanting to know if you work digitally or analog, traditional media. Can you hold up that painting we looked at before we went live?
Yes.
Yeah, any of your paintings. Yeah. So he works.
Sorry, we can't see each other.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. He works traditionally. And then you scan it in?
Yeah.
I love that character. Yeah, I mean, you can see that I assumed that it was watercolor on paper. Oh yeah, that's so beautiful. What kind of paints do you use and what kind of paper?
Yeah, okay. I use the pencils, typical pencils, and watercolor.
What brand? Is there a particular brand, or you just have like all different ones?
Blandos.
They're soft color pencils.
Yes, and watercolor.
Do you use a specific brand, una marca?
I used to use Schminke, or I don't know how.
Schminke, yeah. Oh wow, that's great.
Yes, it's
just 4 colors. Oh yeah. Wonderful. And you squeeze them into the thing?
I think he first does pencil.
Yes. First of all, I draw with pencil, and then I put it to color, and then I just put some details or new lines or something for finish the illustration.
You can see like a full from beginning to end on his Instagram.
Yeah.
He's been doing like every Monday live. So
yeah,
he's created like a story with his first. He did one live where he was just drawing something, and then all his followers started to pitch in.
Yeah.
So he decided to create a story based on what like the characters that his followers liked, and then every Monday he goes in and he draws one of the characters, like from 0 to full on.
Yeah, in 1 hour.
Yeah.
in 1 hour.
That's so send us any of these videos and we'll repost them. Absolutely. Send us a like WeTransfer or Dropbox and we'll put them on our social media. That would be great. We're going to be doing more and more video.
Great.
Okay.
And then sometimes I scan always I scan the illustration, but then I working on it on Photoshop or in the iPad with Procreate.
With the app Procreate.
Okay.
Yeah. This is beautiful. You don't own cats. You don't have any cats.
I love cats. I don't have any cats because one of my dogs that he's there right now.
He's gone. He's gone. Passed away, but
yeah,
there was a fight.
Yes, no.
It's a bit tragic,
yes.
But he has lived with cats, and you have had to live with cats to be able to make that picture because you know they're like that.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. That's right. Albert, so we get submit some so let's see who else. Karen Dreyfus says, Lilla and Albert, how did you find each other? So 99% of the time, since I've been doing Make Art That Sells classes for 8 years, 99% of the time I take students from class because I can see their work. They take my classes over the years. I see them develop. I see what I need to see. I see how they are in class. Do they meet the deadlines? Do they blow me out of the water? Are they in reviews? So that's how most of it is. However, that being said, we get submissions every day by artists, several every day. So like 1,000 a year. Well, for some reason, not for some reason, Albert Destiny. Albert submitted his work, lovely email, and just he wasn't a math student, Make Art That Sells, and I just loved it. I loved it, and I showed it to my team, and they went nuts, and we said, let's do it. So we did. We contacted Albert, but you know, he submitted, and that's another thing. He reached out. And that's what you have to do in this business. You just reach out. And then, you know, you build your business. Well, anyway, so that is the story. So yes, it is possible, but it's extraordinarily rare. I always say it's easier to get into Harvard than to get representation with us.
Yeah.
1 in 1,000. So
brilliant.
There you go. I mean, we live, Susan, how far do we live from Harvard? Like, you know, 3 miles, 5 miles. So that's why I say Harvard, because
it's very close. So you know how many people go inside,
and it's just you know, it's like on my brain. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. So these are cards. Were these greeting cards?
Yes, no, I the two pins illustration and the little girl greeting in Christmas, I made it with iPad. I bring to practice and learn and enjoy with it, and there's is the results.
Okay, so this would be like a very finalized sketch of it's like it's not published, it's just for fun.
Yes.
Which is beautiful.
Oh, great. Have you done any books yet in Procreate, and would you? What do you think?
I think that if the story, a ver, vale, I told in Spanish how I
and then I'll translate.
Claro, pregunta que me parece que sea todo en Procreate.
Ajá, que si pudieses hacer un libro entero en Procreate.
Sí, de hecho lo he hecho.
Okay.
Con Peter Pan.
Okay.
I did, sí.
Okay, so yes, he has, for the example of Peter Pan, was made only in Procreate.
Yes.
It was entirely.
Yes.
The book, the finished illustrations.
Yes.
Wow. Should we go back and look at that real quick?
Can I show you some?
Here, there's.
Oh yeah, you can see that, but even this is really, really so beautiful. Look at this watercolor. And
Yeah.
you can do this because you understand paint.
Yes.
When I do, I don't use Procreate, and I don't do professional illustration anymore, but having done so much oil paint and watercolor, when I use an app for oil paint, I understand how it's supposed to look. And I think you know, obviously you have that. So, oh, he's holding up his book on the little screen. Oh, that's gorgeous. Look at this. I love this. Look at this pirate in the mouth.
Okay.
So here's a double page spread, and you can imagine the delight when the page is turned and this spread shows up for the child.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's a single page. It looks very well.
Porque es la primera página esa.
No, no es.
El que está entero en la que apenas lo abres, es esa la primera página esta.
No.
No.
Is
No,
it a double page? Are we looking at a double page spread or
Es una doble
no?
página
Probably
o una
not,
sola
because
página.
the gutter would
It's
be
a.
here. It's just a wide book.
En principio
It's one page, right?
it's one page.
One page, yeah.
Yes.
Right, because you wouldn't want the gutter to go through the exciting area.
Yes, it's one page.
No, this is this
The
would
book.
be the double page, but
Oh,
then you
okay.
have others that are like both pages.
Yes, like
Como por ejemplo esta.
Oh, wow. Wow. That gives you so much real estate to dive into.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. Yeah. And see how he understands a book layout. So this is the Chicken Town mystery. The Chicken of the Year contest is in jeopardy. A few days before the famous contest of the Golden Feather, the hens of Villa Gallina.
Gallina.
Gallina begin
that's right.
mysteriously disappear. With each disappearance, a new clue. Who will be the culprit? Be on the alert. Sometimes we can be made to believe things that are not. I mean, this room, any child would go nuts looking and looking and looking, and it's so full of little interesting things. Notice that the gutter isn't disturbing anything important too. That's okay.
This is, and this is, sorry, okay. The double page from the.
Sí, ella lo que dice es que la parte del medio, like the middle part, it doesn't really disturb the image.
No.
The espresso cup in the room, where's that? I know, that's why I wanted to say Villa Gallina.
Villa Gallina. Yeah, you said it right.
You say it so.
Right?
Yes.
Gallina. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But this bring out on this March or May in Canada.
This one, this one comes out in March or May in Canada.
So English and in French.
Oh, wonderful. It's just so full of gorgeousness. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to go a little more quickly now. We saw the original of this at the bottom. So beautiful. Yoga. Cat. I love that building.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
Where's the moon?
So this one in English would be Where is the Moon?
Yeah. I love that brush lettering. I mean, the script.
I did it.
That's very cool.
You did it?
The right, yes, it's my letter.
Oh, you did it. Oh, I thought
Juan Andrés said he did.
Oh, yeah.
No.
It's his handwriting.
Right. Okay.
We're still working on our collaboration. Yeah.
I bet you two could write an amazing story.
Yes. Antonio Jose. That one's kind of like an adult.
Yes, this is
kind of book.
Yes.
Because he's like he's
a poem from lovers, and it's for lovers. It's the
they're all poems for lovers. So, but it's more like adult.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I love seeing you draw adults too. As an agent, that's good for me helping get you more work in addition to children's books,
Right.
like editorial. The bottom right, especially, is that was one of the things when I was looking at your work. It made me think, yeah, I'd like to get him into some editorial pieces. So here we have Barcelona.
Diaries.
Mm.
Yeah, these are gorgeous. I have two diaries. I have the one that I write down on, and then the other one that I look at the picture every day.
Because the inside is
Oh wow.
every week you have
like a different part of Barcelona,
Barcelona.
and it's just gorgeous.
And where can people purchase this? Because I know they're going to ask.
¿Dónde lo pueden comprar?
The library is in Barcelona at the.
Pero solo en Barcelona.
Yes. En su página web.
Yeah. For now, you can only buy it in like libraries here in Barcelona. But then of course in the web page everything can be shipped and.
Beautiful.
Oh, it's very pretty.
So beautiful. It's the closest we will get to travel, I think.
Yeah,
Yes.
for now.
But things are moving well. Things are moving beautifully. Personal project. So you've got 3 animals in repose.
Yes.
Or semi. So lovely.
Yeah, it's in bookstores, not libraries. It would be in
yes.
Here in Spanish it's called librería, and that's why it's kind of similar to library,
Yes.
but library you rent books.
Yes.
So it'd be a bookstore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Because library is biblioteca.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Beautiful. And is that your handwriting too?
No, it's not my.
Okay.
No, it's my
handwriting.
Okay. You know what? I'd love to see a page or two of some of your lettering. Just like do a bunch of lettering on pages. That will be great for us to show to clients. Really, really good.
Oh, okay.
What did Greg say? Hi Greg Vineyard, a drawing per week plus cover is such a diligent visual commitment in these journals. Very inspiring. Yeah. Great. I love this rocket ship. Screen rocket ship with all the mechanical gauges and
yes
devices. Oh, a book written based on scars of real children who have suffered some hospitalization. And the solitary book has been created. Illustrators and writers have a beautiful partnership with Paula Pupas.
Yes, there's a group of clowns, and they go with children and hospitals to stay with them and haciendo compañía.
They make it. They make companies. So
yes, to go to the
like the ICUs and where they're
like Patch Adams.
Yeah, kind of like Patch Adams. So it would be like clowns that go to it's an association between clowns and the writer. So they go to children's hospitals where everybody is in a sick bed, and then they show them this book and they read, because the whole story has to do with that, kids that have been scarred by some kind of disease or some kind of ailment, and how they can be on a rocket.
Oh,
how
that's so
fly.
Great.
Yeah.
And I love how their heads are so huge, fitting inside the glass bubble. And there's no way their bodies can fit in there, but that's like so cool. That's what makes their heads look even bigger. It's really beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is the last page. So beautiful. His clients include Planeta, Penguin Random House, Babalinka Books, Alba, Acaria Books, Alma, etc. 25 books he has illustrated. That's pretty amazing. So we have time for, if anybody has any more questions, make sure you also fill out the poll. I keep saying pool. We love to see what you have there. And and we're going to do a giveaway. You want to hold up what we're going to send to the lucky winner?
A calendar.
One of the
Gorgeous.
calendars.
Wonderful.
With
I
his
show
art
you.
on every
I have
page.
someone in.
He has his art on every single page. I don't know where my version
Yes.
is.
With yours, I have yours.
I know, it's in the other room.
Okay.
So each month would be like one illustration with a little like
Look at that cat. Let's see the cat.
Yes, the
So
cat.
beautiful. Yeah, that was.
I'm horrible at this.
Oh, you're doing great. It's not easy.
No.
It's backwards, right?
Yeah.
So if you want to
Okay.
put it right, it goes left. Oh,
So these are the
that's cool.
bees. And it's so beautiful. The little house is inside the beehive. It's insane.
That's
And what's
great.
really pretty about this is that, of course, it comes with the little rope and these little tiny things that just because they're tiny, we love them.
Exactly.
And then you just hang them like in like a little U.
Yeah. This one, the little Mahatma Gandhi.
Oh, that's part of the giveaway?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
And it's small, so it's very cute, and it's like very
It
well
is
made.
very adorable.
And some of
We have a question.
and some of these
yeah.
cards. Sorry.
I love those. I love that. I love those pieces. That fox, the clouds. So beautiful.
Watermelon.
Well, that's for summer. That would be like the
Ooh.
summer.
And how you like change scale. Wow, beautiful.
And that's
So
all.
great. Oh, that's so great. Okay, so here's
Let's
how
see
to
who
do
wins
it.
it.
And then well, let's answer this question first. What kind of paper, watercolor paper, do you use?
Yes, this one.
He will show you.
Okay. Hello, Marie
This-
asks.
This mark.
Can you read it?
Can you read it?
Yes.
Because
Anna
I can't.
Müller.
Yes. This.
Okay.
Perfect. Yeah, that's
Okay.
but 190 grams.
Yes.
So,
Natural white.
Oh, Karen, that's a good idea. Karen Dreyfus says he needs to give a class in Domestika. You know,
Yes. Yes, I know it. I have
should do-
friends who are teaching here there.
yeah,
I have
that might be
friends.
fun. You
yeah,
should do that.
Me encantaría.
it would be
Yeah.
lovely.
Yes.
It would be very cool.
Yes, it would be
Yeah,
very cool.
you should do that. Okay, so here's how our giveaway works. Type in say yes if you've done our giveaway before. Yes, so what I do is I say a category, and the first you can guess as many times as you want, as often as you want. The first person that we see that gets it, that answers it, wins all that gorgeousness, and then you'll send the address to us, your address. So it may not be the actual first person, but we will. Oh yeah, but
Ooh, come on.
there's one that
Let's get the pool
sees.
going.
Yeah. Okay, so you are to guess Albert's favorite color. Go. Albert's favorite color. Yeah, see, it's so fast.
Le dicen súper
And I
rápido,
will
pero
tell you, it's 2 words.
Creo que lo dijo.
It's 2 words. Now here start coming the 2 words.
Oh, it's still going so fast.
What? Yes.
That's great.
Oh my
Okay, I'll
God.
tell you the first letter of the first word is a C. Now we're going to get it so fast.
Oh,
No.
no.
Oh, I saw it. I saw
Oh,
We
there
saw-
it is. Joan Waite.
Yes.
Is that the one you saw, Kim?
Yes, same one.
Okay, so Joan, send an email to info
Yay!
at lillarogers.com, and we will coordinate it all for you. Kim, where are you located?
Congrats.
The answer is cadmium yellow. Sorry.
Yeah.
Cadmium yellow. I didn't say.
Cadmium yellow.
Yes.
Ahí
Yes.
está. Ahí está.
Where,
Precioso.
Joan, where are you located? Joan, it's going to be your lucky week. That's a good sign. Isn't it nice to win something? Where are you located? Okay, reminder to
No.
artists.
Tengo en la estantería.
Boot camp starts in a week and a half, Monday, March 1st. Oh, she's in Washington, D.C. So you, if you want to sign up for my course, it's makeartthatsells.com. And it's a great, what's the word? Something for the pandemic, like a great salve, a great, wonderful way.
Outlets. Like an outlet, like
an
a way
outlet,
to
yeah.
express. Yeah.
Yeah, just like a sanctuary. Thank you.
Yes.
Kimberly.
Beautiful word.
Yes, and it's something, I give you something every Monday, and I've been working on. It's great. In the first month, I give you my color combination of the year, and that I'm so excited about. I do a mood board, and I add 2, so you get a second one that month in March. And then in April, there's a quiz of drawing where you draw things and rate how much you like drawing each thing. And that begins to tell you what kinds of things you like to draw, and also some other quizzes and questions too. It's very fun. I love that course. So that starts in a week and a half, first Monday of March, and it goes for every Monday for 4 months. So I recognize a lot of my students here, so I'm telling you that. Do you have any last things, advice you have for illustrators?
¿Algún consejo que le
Yeah,
puedas dar a algún ilustrador?
Sé tú mismo.
Como Frozen.
Yeah.
Let it go.
Be yourself.
Be yourself.
And let it go.
Yeah. Well, we were talking about this because we actually saw that question being made in another webinar, and we were like, okay, so Albert, come on, what would it be? What would be that advice that you give to other illustrators? And the answer is to just let it go, like truly just do it. Because if you are yourself and you can express it through art, everybody will recognize it.
So true. And you fully, you have such a strong and distinctive style, and that just comes from years of making art and making those discernments. Like, I don't like this medium. I do love this watercolor paper. I love this brush. When this yellow hits this blue and it explodes with wet on wet watercolor, like this line quality. And I like drawing these children, and how do I get that emotion better? Oh, here's how. It's that kind of work and discipline that's how you got to where you are. And we're thrilled to now represent you, and we're very, very happy about it. Yes, the session is recorded, Margot, so we will send you out a link in our newsletter, and I think on our website we'll put it on there in a day or tonight or tomorrow. So this was so wonderful, both of you. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for your question. You're warm. You're a great person.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. And I'm coming to Barcelona the minute I can. The minute I can, I'm gonna get on that plane. Yes. I want to just have fun with both of you.
Yes,
take me to all your favorite shops.
Yes.
I was in that wonderful chocolate shop in Barcelona.
Yes. When you come, you're gonna have to show us how you made those earrings. But that's a story for another time. But they are beautiful, and it's with liquid metal. You got me at liquid metal. I was like, what? What is that?
That's great. Oh, thank you. And thank you all of the people that came to watch today. We really appreciate it. And I love seeing your comments. It's really a joy for me to do these.
Thank you so much.
And, I will say, and I can only say a little bit, we have giant news coming. So make sure you're on our newsletter. Sign up on the website. We have very big news that we will be announcing soon.
Amazing.
Very exciting. We're always up to mischief. So there you go. Thank you, art directors and artists who joined us today. We're very
Thank
appreciative.
you.
Thank you, Albert.
Thank
and
you so
Claudia.
much. Bye. Thank you so much.
Have a lovely
Thank
day.
you.
Enjoy your
Have
day.
a great day.
Have a great day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.